our short story unit project.
Hello and welcome to the Short Story News. I'm Josh Bussey.
And I'm Michael Rammer. Today's specials are short story interviews.
Now let's turn it over to Thomas the Train interviewing the sniper, a short story from Liam O'Flaherty.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with the sniper. So, Mr. Sniper, what exactly do you do?
Well, Thomas, I'm a sniper for the Republican Army. And by the way, thanks for letting me come inside.
Who are you fighting in this war, and why?
Well, there's a civil war going on in my country of Ireland. So the Republicans who want to break away from England are fighting the Free Staters so they can stay a part of England.
Interesting. How has this job affected you?
It's forced me to kill people, including my own brother.
Wow, that is terrible. What does this war mean to you?
It symbolizes that our country not agreeing on one little thing leads to the death of many innocent people.
Yes, I agree. One last question for you. What message can you take from this experience?
Thomas, I think that the message is nobody wins in war.
Thank you, Mr. Sniper. That's all for this interview. I'm Thomas the Tank Engine. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Thomas. Always great hearing from you.
Wow, Josh, that was some amazing footage.
Yeah, war is a terrible thing. Now let's send it off to Tim O'Brien interviewing Private First Class Paul Berlin in Vietnam.
You guys, I'm here with Private Paul Berlin. How long have you been in Vietnam, Paul?
My first day on the job, Tim.
Why are you here in Vietnam?
I really want to impress my father.
I see. Was it anything like you expected?
It's constant obedience, and you have to be on alert all the time.
It's scary being in Vietnam?
Yes, Tim, it's truly terrifying.
Thanks, Paul. Now, tell us more about your friend Charming Billy.
He died from a heart attack today.
Paul, is there any message you want our viewers to know?
Yes, my message is that you can't know what war is like until you experience it yourself.
For the interview, Paul. Now, back to Mike and Josh.
Thanks, Tim. That was a great interview.
Sure glad I'm not in Vietnam.
Me too. Now let's turn it over to James Thurber interviewing the Fifth Prince. Thanks, guys. I'm here with the handsome but poor prince who just lost the love of his life, the beautiful princess. How does this make you feel?
Heartbroken and useless and unwanted. I mean, really, come on, the princess and Tim Box? What's better?
What was this competition all about?
It's whoever bought the best gift. One, the princess is handed marriage. I thought. I brought a tin box with crappy rocks inside of it. Wouldn't you pick me?
Yes, definitely. So what do you think of the princess now?
I think she's a spoiled brat who only cares about money.
So it sure seemed that way. What do you think of when you see that expensive box now?
It symbolizes the shallowness of the princess.
Well, Mr. Prince, thanks for the interview. It seems like life isn't always like in the storybooks. Now back to Michael and Josh in the studio. Thanks, James. That's too bad about the prince.
Talk about heartbroken.
Now let's turn it over to Joan Bauer interviewing Jill from Pancakes.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Jill. So tell me, Jill, what do you do?
I'm a waitress at Ye Old Pancake House.
Interesting. So many people said that you're a perfectionist. Do you think this is true?
I am not a perfectionist. 1 minute.
Sure you are, so tell me about your day at work.
Well, Joan, it was very stressful. It started out easy, but then a tour bus came carrying 60 people. Did I mention that I was the only waitress on duty? It was a nightmare.
That sounds scary. Is it true you changed during the story? What symbolizes that?
Yes, this experience has changed the way I look at things. I spilled syrup. That symbolizes the way I am not a perfectionist anymore.
One more question. What message do you have to tell to our viewers?
My message is if you try to control people's lives, then they won't want to be involved with you.
Thanks, Joan. If you ask me, she's definitely a perfectionist.
I'm with you there, Josh.
Now let's turn it over to Richard Connell interviewing Rainsford from The Most Dangerous Game.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Rainsford. So, Rainsford, what were you doing in Rio?
Well, I was supposed to hunt jaguars, but I never got around to it.
Why didn't you ever get to do it?
Well, I fell off the yacht accidentally, and I heard gunshots in the distance. So I swam towards them and ended up on an island. That's where I met General Zaroff.
What did Zaroff tell you?
He told me that he found a new game to hunt, which was humans. He then told me that he would let me go free if I survived 3 days while he hunted me.
Well, what have you learned after meeting Zaroff?
Well, I learned that you should always treat people the way you want to be treated.
Wow, that's neat. What is a symbol you've learned throughout this hunt?
I think all the mounted heads on General Zaroff's walls represent what an experienced hunter he was.
Thanks, Ranford. Now back to the anchors.
Thanks, Richard. That was an awesome interview.
Yep. On behalf of the technical crew, all the great interviews, and Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm Michael Ramert.
And I'm Josh Bussey. That's all from Short Story News. Hello, and welcome to the Short Story... Hello, and welcome to the Short Story News. I'm Josh Bussey.
And I'm Michael Ramert. Today's special is Short Stories Interviews.
Oh my God.
Tucker, what is that?
All right, stop.
I see. Wow, is it anything like you expected?
Tragedy.
We're done.